Welcome back to The Grind. In this video, we're going to take a look and break down the new April side event quest and talk about what you're going to have to do throughout this month and what the things to consider are. So you can see we have the regular event quest, Clash of Champions, and then the side quest, Contest of Realms. And if you click into there, you will realize that you cannot enter without a key. So you're going to want to take a look each day at the solo objectives, and you'll see the House of Strange Magic is here, and it has a key there that will allow us to unlock the side event quest each day. Now, you'll also notice it has 27 days, 22 hours remaining. You do not have to do these every day. If you're busy one weekend, you don't have to do these every single day. You can come back and each week just do all 7 of them or whatever you have to do. If you miss a day, it doesn't matter. You can always do these all at the end of the month, even if you would like to. And then below that, you'll see all the other missions, all the rewards from the side quest that you can get from doing these missions. Complete Contest of Realms quest 4 times on legendary difficulty, and that will get you a 2% tier 5 class catalyst fragment crystal. And there's actually 6 of these that you can do, and it is a lot easier to just complete legendary difficulty than it is to collect all the rewards along the way. And we're going to explain why, because completing these quests only takes 1 fight, and we're going to see how. So first, defeat the Strange Recruiter. This is Mordo, and I think every day I'll probably try to update either in the comment section or in the description of this video what the next day's mission is. So I'm going to go kill Mordo and we'll get back to things. So I found an easy Mordo 22, that if you want to use that, you can, but you can always just duel the regular duel targets by typing in the champion's name, and there'll be a 6-star that you can duel, and they're usually not too difficult. So there you can see we have earned the key, and we will go and claim that key, and that will allow us to enter the side quest. Now, you can only take in 3 champions to this quest, and the champions are about 25 to 27-ish thousand PI, and so you want to take in whatever champions you're comfortable using. I'll probably take in Doom, Nick, Fury, and Quake. I think that's a reasonable combination. So we'll jump in with those champions. Use the key. Remember, you want to pick legendary difficulty, and the champions that you face and the rewards that you have to obtain are random, and you don't get any choice in the matter. They could be different every time, or they could be the same every time. You can see I'm actually facing 2 platinum pools, so that's a little bit interesting. And then unfortunately, I got 50,000 gold on 2 of those drops, which really kind of sucks. I don't really want the gold. I want the other reward, 3 of them. So that's disappointing. You can see how the RNG can really bite you in the butt on this one, because you don't have guaranteed rewards from each day's quest run. The only guaranteed rewards you have are from completing the quests in total. So if you don't care about the rewards that are on the path, you can just skip the fight. You don't have to do every single fight. You can see there's a path both ways. So when you move forward, you can decide if you want to defeat Platinum Pool for 50,000 gold, or if you want to skip it and move forward on to the next fight. The other thing to note is you can quit the fight at any time, and whatever rewards you've picked up, say I pick up the tier 2 and the 5-star hero shards, but then I don't want to continue, you can quit out and you'll keep those rewards, but you won't complete the objective of finishing the legendary difficulty, which is what you need to do in order to get these rewards here in the special objectives. So what I would say is you can decide how difficult this quest is for you and your roster. If you can complete it, but you don't think you can do every single fight, then every day you might just want to decide how worth are these rewards. So if you don't care for the rewards, or if it's too challenging for you to do all of them to get the rewards, then you can skip the fights you don't want to do. But there are objectives that are related to how many fights you successfully complete. So you will potentially be missing out on those rewards if you skip too many fights. Now here you can see after completing one of the fights, it pops up the objectives, and depending on which difficulty you're doing, it will show you different objectives. So if you can can do the legendary difficulty, then you'll get all of the objectives done. But if you have to do a lower tier, then you'll just end up with less overall rewards from the objectives. Now you'll notice that there was 125 fights total to complete the maximum objective. And over the course of 28 days of entries, then that means you have to do 4.5 fights on average. If you just do 5 for sure, then you'll make sure to get all the rewards. And that also means that you can skip an average of 2.5 fights per day, or every other day skip 2 and every other day skip 3. And that will still get you the 125 fights to complete all of those objectives that you will need in order to max out the rewards of whatever difficulty you're able to commit to and do. So now if you do some extra in the harder difficulties, that's okay. You'll still count those towards the lower difficulties. But if you don't do enough in the higher difficulties like legendary, you won't be able to complete those objectives, unfortunately. And so you will miss out on those rewards. But as far as quest completion, you'll notice that 5-star Sig Stone Crystal only needed 20 runs through the epic difficulty. And then in order to get each of these tier 5 class catalyst fragments, you actually get them in sections. So if you only do 4 in legendary, you'll still get this 2% crystal just from completing it 4 times. And then the next one is also 4 times. If you want to get the maximum amount of these tier 5 class catalyst fragment crystals, you have to do 25 runs through, which isn't even the maximum amount. So if you do happen to mess up and have to quit out of the legendary difficulty, you can quit out of it up to 3 times, because that will still leave you 25 runs through, and allowing you to max out that reward of completing the quest for the tier 5 class catalyst fragments. So you can still customize the rewards that you get from this. If you can only handle 4 or 8 or 16 runs, 12 runs through the legendary difficulty, then you can get some of the tier 5 class catalyst fragment crystals and the rest of your runs going through the other maps. Or, for example, if you want to just get 1 or 2 of the tier 5 class catalyst fragment crystals and skip all the fights and just complete it, you should still have enough in order to get most of the other rewards along the way. But I would make sure that you wait until the end of the month to do that, just in case you mess up on the path one of the other times and end up losing an entry and not being able to max out all the other rewards from the lower difficulty completion prizes. So what I would say is you can test the waters with legendary. If you have to quit out, or if you have to skip most of the fights, that is okay. After that, stick to the lower difficulty that you can max out 100% the whole thing most reliably. And then at the very end of the month, once you've checked off all the other objectives for the lower difficulties, you can then throw in some extra entries into the higher difficulty and see if you can pick up some extra rewards, or just complete it with just doing the boss fight so you can get some of those tier 5 class catalyst fragment crystals. So it's nice to see that there is some leeway in this. There is the ability to delay to the end of the month if you want to do all of it at one time. Unfortunately, you can't do it front loaded and just complete it all early. Also, there is a huge RNG factor as far as the rewards you can pick up along the quest, which is disappointing. It really makes it different for each player's experience, and you could be very unlucky throughout the month and not get very good prizes. So that is disappointing, but I do like that there is room for error. You can still collect max rewards and not do every single fight or complete every quest, which is very nice. And those who only want to participate in a few of the legendary runs to get some of those rewards can still do that without ruining their experience and ruining the other rewards that they can get. Let me know what your thoughts are on this monthly side event in the comment section below. I'll keep updating as much as I can the target for each day's quest, and I hope to see you in the next video.